Miss Duffles' Hair Troubles. Story by Cusper, Lynn. Illustrated by Anna Mfraz and Sheila Marie Alejandro. Narrated by Louise McCants Price. Miss Duffles was a cat, but she would never agree with that. Miss Duffles was in her own mind an only child who her human insisted on leaving behind. In the morning, when her human awoke to start her day, the first thing she would do was shoo Miss Duffles away. "Every morning you are underfoot," her human always complained. And every morning Miss Duffles ignored her orders just the same. From a countertop just a few inches out of reach, Miss Duffles would watch her human and learn everything she had to teach. She learnt about astringents, foundation and eyeliner, both the thicker and the finer. She learnt about lipstick, rouge and blush. She studied carefully each and every type of brush. But the single thing her human did that occupied her mind was a sort of search game called, "What hair will I find? Oh God, a grey one! Oh dear, a black one! This one is shaped like a corkscrew!" This is what she said every day, and Miss Duffles was shocked by what she would do. With a small metal clamp, she would grab at the base of the offending hair and remove it from its place. Eyebrows, facial, ear and nasal hair. Her owner would remove them, leaving only a red mark to show that they had ever been there. Then one day, her owner went away in a furious rush, leaving Miss Duffles the entire bathroom with its astringent, foundation, eyeliner, lipstick, rouge, and every type of brush. Miss Duffles considered what first she should do, but looking in the mirror she did not require a clue. "Oh God," she meowed. "Oh dear," she whined. "How did I let it get this far gone?" For compared to her human, Miss Duffles saw her face was a veritable lawn. Miss Duffles squinted an eye, gritted her teeth, and found the tweezers were within reach. She was committed to having a face as smooth and shiny as a peach. At first it was awkward, using the tweezers and her paws to grasp a single hair. But when she plucked the first one, she yowled, as the pain was beyond compare. How in the world does she manage to pluck hairs every single day? And so she continued, plucking hair after hair in just this way. That night, when her human returned, she was greeted by a disturbing sight. Miss Duffles had a single bare patch of skin on her face that started on the left and ended on the right. The very next day, her human took her to the veterinarian, Dr. Myers Beach, who examined where the hair was gone, and this is the conclusion that he did reach.
"It is a garden variety folliculitis, an allergic reaction that will go away. Use this very expensive shampoo on her, and her hair will grow back in a few days."
So, that night her human bathed her, dried her, and put her on the bed. "You will be all right, my little girl," is what her human said. Once again, Miss Duffles' human left the house the next morning in a distracted rush, leaving on the television and leaving open the bathroom with the tweezers and the blush. The story here becomes quite sad because of what happened that day. Unlike other cats who nap and find kitty fairies with which to play, Miss Duffles watched television and believed everything it had to say. It told her she was too thin. It told her she was too fat. It told her she needed to make herself more interesting. It seems the television didn't know she was a cat. It told her to bare her soul. It told her to pumice her heels. It told her that she needed to understand how a man really feels. As bad as all this might have been on its very own, there was something far worse Miss Duffles learnt before her human got home. On a show about preparing for a very special date, they taught about the use of hot wax to get your carpet in a proper state. The cries were horrifying. The yowls would make your skin crawl. But the pain didn't stop Miss Duffles. No, it didn't stop her at all. So waxed and cleaned, skin smooth and raw, she lay on the bed, and this is what her human saw. Now, her human was slightly smarter than the story might suggest, for rather than yell or curse, she got her cat quickly dressed. She took her not back to the veterinarian, Dr. Myers Beach, but instead went to a pet psychiatrist whose practice was at the corner of Maple and Leech. Much was learned and progress was made on issues of self-esteem, but it was clear this wasn't all this episode was meant to mean. For the psychiatrist, there was an electrocomplex that Mrs. Duffles had become fixated upon her human's boyfriend Rex. So from that day forward, her human took care not to leave in a rush. She locked the bathroom door, turned off the television, hid tweezers and the brush. Thus, Miss Duffles and her human found they could still get along, until the day her human came home to find Miss Duffles modeling her thong.
We hope you've enjoyed this performance of Miss Duffles' Hair Troubles, one of the stories in Snarking All the Way. To get your own copy of Snarking All the Way, visit Amazon.com or click on the link below.